All right, this next video is basically going to show you how to weigh your food after you cook it. Now, as you can see, what I did was I cooked the chicken, serving the chicken, for example. You see how it says 0.75 grams? Instead of cooking chicken, serving my serving, what I did was I got one serving of chicken breast, which if you look in the package, is going to be 113 grams. So if I were to take a serving of chicken breast and I didn't cook it, it should weigh 113 grams. But you know, once you cook something like chicken or steak, it's going to shrink. So that means that the weight is going to change. The nutritional value doesn't change, but the weight will. So what you want to do is, you want to make sure that you get the weight after the food is cooked. So what I did for you is, like I said, took a serving, cooked it, and as you can see, after it was cooked, it weighed 0.75. Ground turkey, 0.80. Ground beef, 0.80. Salmon, 100 grams. If you look at the rice, after you cook it, it weighs 80 grams, and that's going to be 22 grams of carbs. So I'm going to use chicken breast. Cook some chicken breast. I used spices, a little bit of table salt, and I'm going to show you what a serving of chicken breast would look like. So again, here we go. We got a scale. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to make sure it's in grams. I'm going to use my bowl. Put the bowl on top of the scale. You're going to see that the weight goes up. You don't want that. So you got to hit the 0 button to zero it out. So now all I need to do is get 0.75 grams of chicken breast for one serving. 19, 29, 35, put a bigger piece, 61, 79. I'm not really too, worried about you going over the grams by a couple. I mean, you're over 4 grams, that's fine. You're not going to gain a whole lot of weight from going over by a couple grams. I mean, if I wanted to be technical, I could just take one out, cut a piece off so it's perfect, but nothing in life is perfect. You don't have to have a perfect serving of chicken breast. As long as you're not having like 150, which would be 2 servings, or it's not 120 something grams, which is close to 2 servings, I wouldn't really worry about 0.5 grams. So here you go, this is a serving of chicken breast. Now if you look at what a serving of chicken breast is, you're gonna see that it's 25 grams of protein, no grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. So in your book, if you're keeping track, you would write down what I just told you. 25 grams of protein, 0 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. So as you're meal planning, you want to keep that in mind. So, for example, if you weigh 130 pounds and your daily intake is going to be 130 grams of protein, let's say you wanted to have 2 servings of chicken breast for lunch and then 2 grams of chicken breast for dinner. That already right there is 100 grams. So now you just have to figure out how to get another 30. Where you could have a protein shake or your breakfast, you could have egg whites. Most of your vegetables have protein in it. So I mean, you want to factor all that in. You just want to make sure you get your 130 a day. Hope this video helps.